Welcome back to the Courtside podcast, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I am your host, Ki-Hoon Lee. In this week's episode, we recap all the games from opening week, discuss which teams are should be on high alert for game two, and which teams are perfectly fine heading into game two, and more. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe button, turn the post notification bell, like this video, and comment down below if you agree or disagree with. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So, quick thing before we start today's video, I have a couple of few announcements. First thing is, yes, I am recording this video on a Sunday night just because tomorrow I'm driving all the way back up to Portland and I don't necessarily have a lot of time, not Portland, Washington. So I don't necessarily have a lot of time to record my stuff for tomorrow unless I wake up really early in the morning. Like I'm talking like 5 in the morning, which is kind of insane. So that's why. Also, for all my football viewers out there, I am dropping my way too early divisional rankings for every single NFL team before the draft, either this week or next week. I have to figure out when the draft is. I always get mixed up, but I will drop an NFL video. It might be under on the sideline bonus episode, if you would. I know that sounds really weird, but trust me, it sounds perfectly fine. But yeah, but first, but yeah, so those are the announcements to watch out for. A bonus episode of On the Silence coming out either this week or next week before the draft. I haven't decided when I'm going to drop those just because, like I said, I don't know when the draft is. But anyway, enough about me yapping. Let's get into the first game of the playoffs, and that's Raptors and the Cavs. And this game was actually competitive, but as we know, the Cavs were the better team. RJ Barrett was solid in this game. He had 24 points. Scotty Barnes had 21 points. Shaheed had 17 points. Brandon Ingram had 17 points. And their bench was led by Colin Murray Boyles with 14 points. As for the Cavs, I mean, this was a masterclass from Donovan Mitchell. He had 32 points. James Harden was solid. He had 22 points. Evan Mobley was a demon out there. He had 17 points. Jared Allen had 10 points, but the real MVP was Max Strus with 24 points. Next game up, we got the no, why am I clicking on Saturday? We got the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. This game was actually quite competitive, if you would, but as the game went on, it was just all Denver. I mean, you got Julius Randle going for 16 points, Jaden McDaniels with 16 points. Rudy Gobert was solid. He had 17 points. Dante DiVincenzo had 12 points. Anthony Edwards actually struggled in this game. He had 22 points, and their bench was led by Ayo Dosunmu with 14 points. As for the Nuggets, I mean, this was a great performance for the Nuggets. I mean, Nikola Jokic had 25 points. Jamal Murray had 30 points, but shot 16 free throws in this game. Christian Brown had 12 points. Cam Johnson had 12 points. Aaron Gordon had 17 points. And their bench was led by Bruce Brown with 8 points. Next up, we got the Knicks and the Hawks. It was kind of competitive, but New York just said otherwise. I mean, picking at the Hawks, Onyeka Okongwu had 19 points. Jalen Johnson had 23 points. CJ had 26 points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 17 points. And the bench was led by Jonathan Kuminga with 8 points. As for the Knicks, I mean, Jalen Brunson had 28 points. Karl-Anthony Towns had 25 points. OG Anunoby had 18 points, and both Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges both had 11 points. And their bench was led by Jordan Clarkson with 8 points. Next game up, we got the Rockets and the Cavs. Another Rockets and the Lakers. Obviously, this game was a lot more competitive than people thought it was, but the Lakers had other ideas. I mean, Jabari Smith Jr. had 16 points. Alperen Sengun had 19 points. Amin Thompson had 17 points. Reed Shepard had 17 points. Tari Eason had 16 points off the bench, but it just wasn't enough. As for the Lakers, I mean, LeBron had 19 points. Rui had 14 points. DeAndre Ayton had 19 points. Marcus Smart had 15 points, but the real MVP was Luke Kennard with 27 points. Next game up, we got the 76ers and the Celtics, and obviously this game was not even close. I mean, I watched most of this game. This game was not close. I mean, Paul George was okay. He had 17 points. Kelly Oubre really struggled. He had 10 points. Tyrese Maxey also struggled. He had 21 points. VJ Edgecombe was decent with 13, and their bench was led by Justin Edwards with 7 points. As for the Celtics, I mean, this was a very good game by Jason Tatum. He had 25 points. Jaylen Brown had 26 points. Derek White had 10 points. Neemias Queta had 13 points. Sam Hauser had 12 points. And their bench scoring was led by none other than Peyton Pritchard. Peeking at the next game, we got the Suns and the Thunder. It was kind of competitive in the early parts, but it was all Thunder. I mean, Dylan Brooks had 18 points. Devin Booker had 23 points. Jalen Green had 17 points, and their bench was led by Rasheer Phillimmon with 9 points. As for the Thunder, I mean, SGA had 25 points, 17 free throws, which makes me want to vomit. Chet had 16 points. J-Dub was decent. He had 22 points. And the bench scoring was led by Aja Mitchell with 9 and Isaiah Joe with 9 points. Next game up, we got the Magic and the Pistons, and I gotta say, hats off to the Magic, man. Like they took the disrespect personally, and they absolutely annihilated the Pistons. I know it was an 11-point game, but the Magic pretty much led this entire game, which I heard. Paulo had 23 points. Franz Wagner had 19 points. Wendell Carter Jr. did not miss at all. He had 17 points. Desmond Bane had 17 points. Jalen Suggs had 16 points. And their bench was led by Anthony Black and Tristan Da Silva with 7 points each. As for the Pistons, I mean, Cade had 39 points. Tobias Harris had 17 points. And their bench was led by Dennis Jenkins with 6 points, and that's pretty much it. And finally, the game that just ended an hour ago, that is the Blazers and the Pistons. This game was actually pretty fun to watch, per se, because it was both back and forth, but in the end, just wasn't enough. Denny was solid. He had 30 points for the Blazers. Scoot had 18 points, and their bench, outside of Rob Williams, could not do anything. And that's Oh yeah, and Shaden Sharp had 10 points, but it just wasn't enough. Next up, as for the Spurs, I mean, Wemby was outstanding in this game. He could not miss. I mean, 35 points on 21 shots and barely missed from three. That is insane. Darren Fox had 17 points. Stephon Castle had 17 points. Devin Vassell had 15 points, and their bench was led by Luke Cornett with 10 points. So overall, those are my thoughts on game one of the playoffs. I don't know what was that, you know. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, moving on to our next segment, we are going to be doing basically how I feel about every NBA team that played this weekend after game one. Now, I know people are wondering like, why are you doing this after game one, and will you do this for game two and maybe game three? I might do this for game two, but we'll see. It's probably unlikely, but if you guys want that, let me know in the comments section below. So we have the tier list right here. We have eliminated from everything. So this is basically all the teams they are eliminated from the playoffs. All right, so this bottom tier, we have the top tiers. I'm not worried because they won game one. Um, they should be fine even though they won game one. And then we have they should be fine even though they lost game one, and then the bottom tier they're cooked. So I know you guys are probably wondering like, what do I mean by I'm not worried and the difference they should be fine is because a lot of times and like there's a lot of teams out there that win the first game in like blowout fashion and then they lose in the next game and it just all hell breaks loose. All right. So let's start with the Rockets. They should be fine, even though they lost game one. I mean, they were competitive in game one against the Lakers, but I don't know. This team is just so bad. Like, I don't even know what to say. I hope KD does play game two, and if he does come back for game two, I think it should solidify their offense. But man, it's hard to like figure out this Rockets team because they have so many holes. The Magic. They should be fine, even though they won game one. Like, I still don't think they're a good team. Like, I think they're a good team, okay? They're not an elite team. They're not a team that scares you, you know? But yeah. Next up, we got the Raptors. They're cook. Like this series is over. I really respectfully don't care at all at this point. I've said it once and I'll say it again. This team is overrated as hell. Let me repeat that. The Toronto Raptors are overrated. Okay? You know, I don't think this team is good. I think I do think they could probably win a game, but like I said in my confidence meter, they could steal a game or two, but steal a game, but they're a first round exit. Timberwolves. They should be fine, even though they lost game one. I still think like Anthony Edwards did not. Anthony Edwards obviously did not play well in this game. He did not. You know, you know, But at the same time, I'm a little bit worried. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna. While I'm do all right. Next up, we got the Sixers. I'm tearing towards they should be cooked. They're cooked, or they should be fine. I would say they should be fine because I know that Maxey did not play well, and I know he wants to play well in this series. The Lakers, they should be fine. I mean, they didn't play well. I know LeBron did not play well in this game. It was more like the Luke Kennard show, if you would. Hawks. I would say they should be fine. They should be fine, even though they lost game one. You know, Obviously, like I think this team is gonna put up a fight, but at the same time, I'm scared that they won't. So I should be fine. Blazers. I want to say they're cooked. Like the fact that Wemby only had 3 blocks in this game is 2 blocks in this game is like terrifying. Celtics. I'm not worried about the Celtics at all. I am not worried about them. They should breeze through the Sixers. They should breeze through them, you know? Spurs, they should be fine even though they won game one. Like I'm still not ready. Like they played well, but the Blazers, they hung around a bit. They should be fine. Suns. Um, I'm actually gonna put the six. They should be fine. They actually played really well for like the first 5 minutes of this game. They should be fine. The Pistons. They should be fine, but I'm a little worried that they might, like, their youth might catch up to them because this is the first time as a top seed that they have an enormous amount of pressure. The Nuggets. I'm not worried about them because they won game one. Obviously, Jokic played well, Jamal Murray played well. Like they're gonna be fine. Cavs, I'm not worried. They should be fine. You know, I think this team is gonna be perfectly fine. The Thunder. I, I'm not worried that they won game one, but at the same time, I'm going to say I'm not worried. And the Knicks, they should be fine even though they won game one because as I said before, as I said in the recap, the Hawks hung around a bit. So that's something to be keep an eye on. So yeah, those are my thoughts about every team, after game one. What are your guys' thoughts? All right, we're now going to get into our game two picks. All right. Sorry about the a little sleepy today. So let's start with this game right here. Raptors Cavs game two tomorrow night. I am going to take the Cavs in this one. I think the Cavs are the much better team than the Raptors. Hawks and the Knicks. I'm going to take the Knicks here, but I won't be surprised if the Hawks win. Nuggets Timberwolves. Hold on a second. I mixed it up. Hold on. Timberwolves Nuggets game two. I'm actually going to take the T-Wolves here to bounce back here in game two. Sixers Celtics. I'm going to take the Celtics in this one. Blazers Spurs. Unfortunately, I have to take the Spurs here, but I won't be surprised at all if the Blazers won this game. Rockets Lakers, assuming KD comes back, which I think he is going to come back. I'm going to take the Rockets in the one. Magic Pistons. I'm obviously going to take the Pistons to win this game. And then, of course, we got the Suns and Thunder. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take the Thunder here to win game two. So those are my thoughts. Those are my picks for game two of the playoffs. So what are you guys' thoughts? Where do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video is going to come out tomorrow night. Tomorrow. I haven't decided what time it's going to come out, unfortunately, but you guarantee it's going to come tomorrow. Stay tuned for episode 3, like the part 3 this week. I'm gonna probably drop it Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what it looks like. But I am also gonna be dropping my way too early uh early before draft rankings for every single NFL team before the draft. It might be under the court on the sideline podcast. I don't know. I haven't decided just because one, I have to figure out when the draft is, and I also have to figure out like what time like I have to watch out. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was pretty short, trust me, these videos are about to get a lot more longer than expected. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please get a like, subscribe, turn the post notification bell. Have a great evening. Stay safe and stay warm out there. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.